Hi everyone, thanks for watching my chocolate chip cookie video. I'm going to be making a batch of homemade chocolate chip cookies that is from my mom's cookbook, Carla's Cooking, Canadian Comfort Food. So these particular cookies are something that we've made, my mom and I together, lots of times as a kid in her kitchen, and I've made these cookies with my own kids, and they've been there after school for them. They've been there after toboggan runs in the winter. They've been there Sunday afternoons. So it's a bit of an ultimate comfort food recipe in our family, and so I thought I would share it with you today. So to get started, you're going to need 3/4 a cup of butter softened at room temperature. Mom's got on her recipe 1 cup of sugar and 1/2 cup of packed brown sugar. I've just used 1 1/2 loosely packed brown sugar. 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla. Mom has 2 eggs listed, but I use 1 egg and then 1 tablespoon of water. 2 cups of flour and 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and then she has on here 2 cups of any combination of chocolate chips, peanut butter chips, nuts, whatever. I just use chocolate chips, and I kind of eye it, and of course always a little extra to eat. So our butter is softened at room temperature, and we are going to put the butter and sugar. Some of it's sticking because I had to measure out my butter in there first. So we will cream this until it's light and fluffy, which is just really mixing it well. You can do it with an electric beater, and I've done that, but for the purpose of this video, because it's loud, I'm just going to mix it by hand. So once that's well mixed, we will add the egg. This egg's been sitting out at room temperature while I got ready to do this video. And we will mix the egg and then mix it into our batter. So you could make this with 2 eggs. I just found it more cakier than cookier. So instead I will add just for moistness, a tablespoon of water. You could make this with a tablespoon of water and a tablespoon of flax seeds if you were doing like an egg alternative, that kind of thing. Okay, add some vanilla. So I always just measure a cap full instead of getting out the measuring spoons. Okay, now for our dry ingredients. I have 2 cups of all-purpose flour and a teaspoon of baking soda. I'm gonna just actually use the fork to stir that up. You could use your all-purpose flour of choice here. And I'm gonna just pour the flour, stir it up. Oh, get all the flour. Okay. So a quick myth about cookies and health food. I am a nutritionist, and I am very passionate about whole foods and about healthy foods. And so while store-bought packaged chocolate chip cookies would never make it on my list of healthy foods, you know, with the ingredients, like paragraph of ingredients, things you can't pronounce, these cookies would in situations, because my philosophy is that healthy food is whole food. It's real food that came from a field, a farm, an animal, something you grew, something you picked. And so, as you can see, all of these ingredients are real food. And yes, maybe they're sweet and you're trying to avoid sugar, things like that, but sometimes that's what we need. Like I said, these cookies are things that we have made, and they're traditional, and they're always about comfort and in a lot of situations, celebration, or in times of maybe a rough day and you whip up a batch of cookies. So energetically, these are nourishing cookies. And right now, I think we could all use a little bit of nourishment, comfort, and love. So bring it on. Okay, so now once our cookies are mixed, our batter's mixed up, we'll add our chocolate chips. And I usually just eye it. Sometimes I'll use less than 2 cups, maybe sometimes more. My kids love this, seem to love this less chocolatey and more battery. So I'll just add a bit more, and there's more for snacking later. Okay, so this dough now I would cover and pop in the refrigerator just for some time to allow it to chill. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to show you how to prepare them on your pan. So I like to line a pan. You'll line 2 pans with parchment paper, and it's about a spoonful of dough, just a regular kitchen spoon. And on the sheet, rows of 3. And we'll bake these. Oh, my oven's been preheating at 350, and it says bake 10 minutes. So usually you'll see the edges starting to brown and maybe the tops, they puff up a little bit. And then I will take them out before they get too crunchy, let them cool. And these chocolate chip cookies stay moist and kind of chewy on the middle and crunchy on the edges. And there we have it. So I'll finish up my other tray, or you could freeze that, you know, if you only want to make 1 tray and freeze the batter for another tray later. I'll bake these for about 8 to 10 minutes, cool them on a wire rack, and we will probably gobble up this tray of cookies before the weekend is done, maybe even before tomorrow's done. Thanks for watching. Bye.